Marie is one of our finest master gardeners, expert on plants and insect diseases. She's been a master gardener since 1994. In fact, I think she's rated by Pest. She is an IPM inspector, and she does actively go out and scout a lot of the nurseries and things where you actually are buying plants from. She's probably inspected them before you bought them. And she does have her own company called Borders and Butterflies, and she is a member of the Professional Grounds Management Society. And she is also, I believe, the president of the Environmental Cluster Advisory Board for Montgomery County Schools. And that's a big, big, long thing to say that she's coming up with a curriculum for the students to have horticulture and things within the schools, which is a big thing. So let's welcome Marie. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Hopefully we don't all fall asleep now after that awesome lunch we had. So we'll see. Ah, it worked. Okay, cool. Okay, pest proofing. Kind of a strange topic, but it's very timely. You know, to pest proof your yard. Is that possible? Can we do that? Is there such an animal? You know, a pest proof yard? Well, actually, yeah. There's lots we can do to make our properties a little more pest proof. Okay? Now, it's not real sexy stuff. You know, it's not the, putting in flowers and looking really pretty. You know, there's a lot of background there before you go out and do the really wow stuff. You got to do your homework. So the first thing you want to do is you really want to take a very good look at your property. You want to do a site analysis. Okay? You want to really note where the sun is tracking. I asked a lot of people when I used to be doing design install, what kind of site do you have? Oh, it's sunny. My yard is sunny, full sun, all day. And so I start designing for full sun, and then I go over there, and it's full sun in the yard. Okay, but the site that you're doing, the garden is not in full sun. Can you see the difference? Full sun, dappled shade. It's very important to really look at that. You want to look at your property all different times of the day and really see. Morning sun, 4 hours in the morning is a different sun than 4 hours in the afternoon sun. Okay, the afternoon sun, if you put a shade-loving plant in that 4 hours of afternoon sun, it's going to be toast. So it's very important to know that before you go forward. The other thing is water. What's water doing on your property? Go out after it rains and look around. A lot of times around your foundation, like right under eaves and stuff, it's going to be dry there most rains, okay, afterwards. It's still going to be dry unless it's a real gully, wash-in, rain's coming down sideways. There's going to be a lot of places in your yard that are going to be dry even after a rain. Important to know that. You're not going to want to put a moisture-loving plant there, because what's going to happen, that plant's never going to be happy. And when a plant isn't happy, it puts off things that attract insect pests to it. It's under stress, it's giving off stress signals, and the insects are like, woohoo, I'm eating at the Joneses this afternoon. Zoom, and they'll come. So you really want to know that. If you have standing puddles in your yard, you want to know that too. You're not going to put a drought-loving plant in a standing puddle. Okay, what's your soil like? We have really crazy soils in Montgomery County, very heavy, so look at it, think about it. Has it been amended? Are you in a new property? Most likely, if you are, or your house is brand new, they've taken all of your topsoil away, and now you've got a subsoil, and you're going to really need to amend that before you can plant anything out. So, these are questions that you need to ask yourself. Do you want to have a soil test? You may not need to, but if you really wanted to put a specific kind of plant in that needs a certain pH range, then you want to know what that soil pH is before you plant anything, because you might have to make some amendments. Next thing you want to do is you want to look at what's working, what's not working. Which plants seem to be thriving? Is everybody happy? Why? Are things doing crappy? Why? Here's that thing Eric was talking about, the Phytophthora on rhododendrons and things. This is an Akuba, that's in my yard. Sorry, had to prune it out. It's still alive. You could prune them heavy. You're right, Eric. You know, but is it a site thing? Is it a wrong plant thing? These are all, you know, this is all information, and it's good to gather as much information as you can, and then you can go forward. Once you've got that information, then what are you going to do? You're going to resolve to remove those problematic plants, and you're going to replace them with better suited ones. Does everybody know what this is? Please tell me you know what this is. Yay! No one's planting this anymore, right? Horticultural disaster, okay? Genetically inferior. There are thousands better plants out there. That's the kind of thing. That's how you can pest proof. Better selected plants, okay? The other thing, it seems so silly to not even mention, but you'd be surprised how many people put azaleas and boxwoods together. Boxwoods like a high soil pH. Azaleas like a low soil pH. How are you going to make them both happy? You want to put all the plants with the same requirements together. All the wet plants with other wet plants, all the drought-tolerant plants with the drought-tolerant plants. You know, that kind of thing. It'll be so much easier to keep them happy and healthy if, you know, they're all the same in the group. And the other thing, you know, don't plant a monoculture. Diversify a little bit. Most diseases, most insects are plant-specific. If you've got a lot of different stuff in there, you know, you're going to have a lot less pests. If you just have a whole bay of, you know, boxwoods, you're going to have a whole bay of boxwoods with boxwood leaf miner. You know, don't make it so attractive. It's a lot harder for them to find if you've got diversity there, and even if they come, you know, it won't be a complete disaster.